Michelle Tager, and I'm the founder of Alefb.org. I founded this nonprofit organization 25 years ago in Paris, France. I left Lebanon a long time ago, and I consider myself still in exile from Lebanon. When I had my first kids, I um, I uh, I decided to speak to them in Arabic, but it didn't work by myself, so I had to create this organization and organize more institutionalized classes on site for a group of kids whose parents were like me, longing to transmit to their kids their language and culture. Today we moved online. We've been trying the online classes for a year now before the whole COVID-19 situation. And I was always looking you know, for teachers, and it wasn't easy. And then I heard about the Jobs for Lebanon platform, and who didn't? It went so viral that everybody knew about it. I thought it was a great initiative. It works very well with our own motivation, which is to bring together all the Lebanese in the world for the sake of our beloved Lebanon. We all love Lebanon, so we need to teach our kids to love Lebanon as well. I had posted my job offer on Jobs for Lebanon early on, and immediately I had more than 50 applications. Today we have more than 100 applications, and all really good talent. We interviewed a bunch of them, we trained a lot of them, and we finally hired four of these applicants. We will keep on hiring teachers as far as we keep on getting new students. The platform was very easy to work with. Uh, it's um, it's improving every day. They don't just stop. They, like, for instance, now I receive notifications on my email that people have posted their application, and I like that. I I am very impressed with the group of people who are working for Jobs of Lebanon. They're so energetic and it's contagious, and I like that.
Joelle Khayat, and I'm a student here in Lebanon. I'm 25 years old, so I'm young. I'm maybe the youngest. I'm a student in the National Conservatory of Lebanon. I'm a violin student, and so I've always been looking for teaching positions, either if it's music or any or other things. And so when my friends told me about the website Jobs for Lebanon, I was really interested in searching to see what I can find there. And so it really caught my eye when I saw Alefb, which is an organization that I knew of before, and I knew what it stood for, and I knew that it really represents the values that I have as a young person living in Lebanon, which is to um, to to work on the solidarity between the Lebanese and to promote the Arabic culture, which is not so very known outside of Lebanon and outside of the Arab world. And so I applied to this job through Jobs for Lebanon, which I was really impressed to see your website, by the way, because it's really detailed and it shows how much you have put in the effort into it. So I applied to this job, and now I don't even consider myself working for them. I'm working with them because, well, Michelle is really incredible. She replied instantly and she was very welcoming. And we had like a month of training sessions that led to my employment as a contractor. Um, and so what I really want to say about Alefb is that not only it promotes culture, but it also promotes the growth of their teachers. They don't expect us to be perfect when we enter. They expect us just to be hardworking and that we want to grow, that we want to work. And so this is how I am now teaching with Alefb. And I thank you, Jobs for Lebanon, for providing this opportunity for me, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't know about it. And thank you so much for your dedication and hard work. And this goes in line also with the work that Alefb is doing, the solidarity with and for the Lebanese, which you guys are doing. So it really warms my heart to see that young people like you are really interested in providing a future for us. Thank you.
I'm Mohamad Taha. I was a chemistry teacher long time ago. Then I changed my domain several times. I worked in different countries, in different jobs, different domains. The last was as a school principal in Lebanon. And now I'm working as an educational consultant. I had a passion for Arabic and children and teaching. Although I left teaching a long time ago, I was always has a passion for teaching. And as a principal, whenever there was an occasion with an absent teacher, I used to enter to the class and teach the children, whether they were young or adults. And the first time I got the link for Jobs for Lebanon, it was from a friend that sent it by WhatsApp. I didn't take it very seriously. I said, oh, I will enter and see what is it about. And when I entered and saw all the offers, I was attracted by the offer of teacher, Arabic teacher part-time. Since I had some free time with Corona especially, everything in Lebanon related to education is now almost dead. So I started reading, and I applied for Alefb, and I got contacted by Michelle, and the interview was very smooth and quickly. I would say in 2 weeks' time, I started training myself on all of the tools that were necessary that I didn't know. Some of them I had already experienced, others I didn't. So in 2 weeks' time, I started teaching with them, and it's always teaching for me is something. It's like gardening, and I do gardening. You plant your love, you plant your knowledge in children, and you will see it later. And when things went so smoothly, and I got hired by Alefb, I don't say I got hired. I started to collaborate with the Alefb, because it's also my objective, as it's the objective of Michelle, to spread the Arab culture, the love of Lebanon. My children, I have 3 children, each in different country outside. My grandchildren, I teach them Arabic also online. So it was something for me, and thanks for you guys. And I spread the word later on. I spread it to several of my friends, and but I send it with my experience, telling them I did this and I got hired in a few times for a part-time job. Because when I get it the first time, it was just I think your announcement or something like this with the link. So I said, if I send it the same way, people will have the same attitude as me, and they will never try it. So I sent it with a vocal message to my friends, saying that I have already tried this platform. It's not a commercial agency. It's agency to help people in Lebanon and expatriates.
It's really heartwarming to know when someone uses the platform and sends it to their friends and starts sharing it, so it can grow even more. And like we were talking, Michelle, about the circle, so the word of mouth and getting the word out there to the people living abroad, to the people living here, I think it's creating a big community all together, and we are linked in a way, because I feel like all Lebanese people are linked in a way or another.
We want to know how you guys are making remote working work. because so Michelle, you're in San Francisco, and your hires are in Beirut. So basically, it's like 10 a.m. at your place, and it's 8 p.m. in Beirut. So how is it working for you? How are you managing this?
I think you should ask Joelle. She is a crazy person. She is awake at 5 a.m. her time. I don't know how she does it. But yeah, we work very long hours, all of us. But Joelle the most. um, uh, yeah, we adapt. You know, we're Lebanese. We're very adaptable. This is one of our main skills. Uh, um, we work also well through technology, email, WhatsApp, all the communication tools that you can imagine of. We're all on them, and we have a system. For instance, for our job, I ask of the teachers to prepare their lesson plan beforehand. I look at the lesson plan, I give my feedback. So it takes a bit of time adjustment, but we have, you know, a good schedule. And then they have to send the invitation over Zoom for every class 48 hours before. They copy me. So, I mean, yeah, we are really using the available technology, and it's working. And that's why when I look at potential candidates, I ask them if they are tech savvy or tech literate. If they're not, we teach them, and it takes some time, but we prepare our teachers to be able to interact over the internet with us and with their students as well.
And like Joelle was saying before, like now because of the crisis, a lot of companies are gonna work remotely. I think we're going into a new era right now where jobs are really gonna change. So it's nice to see that people from Beirut and people from San Francisco can work together, and it's so easy. And actually this is how we're working as a team from Jobs for Lebanon, because we have people in Australia, people in New York, people from really all around the world. And it's actually like, it's not that hard. Like it's quite nice to all be working together.
Yeah, it's not easy too, because I mean, communicating is something, but teaching and delivering work over the internet is another
Mm-hmm.
whole other story. It's not just enough to know how to take a call on Zoom and, you know, click on a link and join a conversation. It's much more than this. So the teaching online requires a lot of tech skills, as well as pedagogy and other skills. It's not easy. It's not easy, but thank God, or thank nature, or thank Jobs for Lebanon, or thank the talent in Lebanon. Alefb was able to find the right fit between, you know, more experienced people and the less experienced people, energetic, dynamic. So the whole chemistry is working, and we at Alefb are very lucky to have those new hires and be able to give each one of them what they need.
So everyone is open to apply, even if they're tax savvy, if they're not, any kind of generation, age. And what's nice is that you take, for example, whatever they are missing, and you train them to become the best that they can be. And I find that the whole process of joining the Alef B and the team is really amazing, because you take them from one point and you help them grow on so many different levels, not only the teaching part.
Yes, but this is true. This is very true. But I also need people who don't need as much as of hand holding, like people like Mohamad, for instance. You know, he gives me, he allows me to spend more time with Joelle, for instance. You see, and so I juggle with both. and this is how I can make it work. If I didn't have the chance to meet Mohamad on your platform, honestly, I've been looking for teachers for the longest time, and this hundred of applicants pool that I can tap into was really very helpful, and it still is. Um, so yeah, people from all walks of life can apply. And as Joelle said, what I need is hard worker. What I look for is people who are hardworking people, who are open-minded. That's why I don't restrict to Arabic teacher. I don't want Arabic teachers really, because they have their own methodology, and it's very hard to make them move from it. And hardworking, open mind, and having the same idea, mission and ideology as Alefb to fit with our mission, of course.
Mohamad and Joelle, what would be your message to the Lebanese who are in Lebanon and who are out of a job right now?
Well, as a young person, I'm looking for all the reasons to stay here in Lebanon, honestly. So, well, I found the reason, which is in this platform, which is either Alefb or Jobs for Lebanon. When I see how people really connect with each other, how they want to help each other, how Michelle, I'm sure Michelle could have found someone better than me, but she didn't. But she didn't take anyone else. She took me. You know, when I see that there are people who really want to help me grow. In Alefb, I'm my own independent thinker. I have the right to have my own opinion. I have the right to find my own method, which is, of course, led by Michelle. Um, and so imagine the impact of this on the kids that I teach. I teach them in the same way I'm trained. So imagine that this is something in our culture as Lebanese people. We want to help each others. We want to help each others grow, and this is why I really encourage people, especially the young, like myself, to try to work hand in hand with other young Lebanese people or expats into making the solidarity grow and just working together, because the expats really have a lot of power. They can really help Lebanon, and they are looking to help Lebanon because they are outside. As Michelle says, she didn't want Lebanon to lose her family, and so just my message briefly is to keep on trying to connect with one another and help each other's out, because we will get through this, and yeah, that's basically it.
Well, my message to Lebanese youth is never lose hope. Never lose hope. You can be jobless now, but surely if you continue searching, if you continue hoping, you will find a job sooner or later, and the better is sooner.
I think Michelle, you have the last question. So, if you had one message to the Lebanese living abroad like yourself, what would it be?
It would be that we are very lucky to be abroad, to have all those benefits and all those opportunities. We are very lucky to have been raised in the love of our country, and so our duty is to give back. How to give back is the question. I would invest my time and efforts more into keeping the Lebanese in Lebanon, giving them more opportunities to be able to live in Lebanon a decent life, and share with them all the experience that I got because of all the opportunities that I have now living abroad. And to do this, there are many, many civil society organizations in Lebanon or outside Lebanon. And instead of reinventing the wheel, each one of us, we should help those existing organizations to do what they do best and to trust them and keep on helping those existing organizations. And also, I mean, the secret is solidarity, as everyone says. Yes, we are all working together. We want to help, but I don't. I think Jobs for Lebanon is based on a very good idea that brings together people around this economical concern that we all have, you know, and this is a good mission. Economical concern is good. Alefb's mission is to bring people around the culture and the language, which is another way to do it as well. And together, we will make it happen for the new generation and our own kids who are living here abroad. I mean, we need to think of them. We need to think of the new generation in Lebanon and connect.
Great, guys. Thank you so much. It was like all of your answers were so amazing. Hopefully this call will inspire more people to post jobs and more people to apply and more people to get jobs. Like, there's so much to do. This is just the beginning.
I wish for Jobs for Lebanon, yes, to grow and become larger and reach out to more people, especially
Inshallah.
employers. Thank you so much for everything. It was a very sweet discussion. It really touched my heart. Thank you so much, Mohamad and Joelle, for all what you said, and for you guys, Anita and Fabian, for making this happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
great
setting up
evening.
this workplace. You too.
مع السلامة.
إلى اللقاء.
مع السلامة.
إلى اللقاء.
إلى اللقاء.
إلى اللقاء.